welcome back to my YouTube page. Today I'm going to give my tips for succeeding in college. I am a 29-year-old college professor and a licensed attorney. I have gone through a total of 8+ years of schooling and have passed the Florida bar. So I know a little thing about studying and how to succeed in college. And I'm just going to pass on the tips that work for me to get me through all those years of schooling. And I hope this is helpful for you. Of course, if you guys have any questions, please comment in the comment section, and I'll be glad to answer your questions as they arise. So let's go ahead and get into it. Tip number 1, read the syllabus and keep an organized planner, and buy yourself a handy organizer. A handy organizer is like a planner that you can buy off of Amazon, or you can go to the Dollar Tree and get a planner. And in that planner, it should include the dates of the year and a spot to be able to write down your particular dates as they come up on the syllabus. I also ask and request that you guys actually read the syllabus. Professors give syllabus as a roadmap for the semester of what you're going to learn throughout the semester and to set some expectations for the semester. In my syllabus, I always include essentially what is going to be tested, how the student's going to be evaluated, the late policy, whether I'm going to receive late work or not, and what is the penalty if I decide to receive late work that semester, and also my classroom expectations. Reading the syllabus is extremely important because it sets the tone for your semester. Also, be mindful that professors do have to change and modify the syllabus throughout the semester due to what comes up unexpectedly throughout the semester. As a professor, I've taught through COVID-19 and 2 hurricanes. So, needless to say, I've had to modify my schedule and been with the times. But usually, I try to be as fair to the students as possible. But you might not get a professor that is as malleable or as easygoing. So, be mindful of that and keep yourself as organized as possible. That way you'll have a better chance for success, and also you'll have a better expectation of what to expect throughout the semester, so you're not so overwhelmed at the end. Tip number 2, create a healthy balance between social life and schoolwork. In other words, if you are at the university level, there are events that happen and come throughout the semester that you want to partake in. That's perfectly fine and it's expected. But also you want to balance socializing with your friends and your roommates and whoever you want to hang out with in your schoolwork. The last thing you want is that you've been partying every single weekend. Now it's the end of the semester and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to fail this class. We don't want that to happen. So have a healthy balance between social life and doing your schoolwork, and balancing the two, and have a healthy marriage between the two so you can have a great success in school. I always encourage students to do something they enjoy to keep the stress off of them. So in my case, I love massages and going to Disney because I went to law school in Orlando. So my free time was spent going to Disney on the weekends, or going to the theme parks, or going to the restaurants and things like that. Whatever is your event or thing you like to enjoy that's just for you and your friends, you do that. But also balance that between schoolwork and your social life. Tip number 3 is procrastination. Now, here's a fun fact. I'm a professor, so I know when students procrastinate. I can see it in the work when students procrastinate. I can tell it because the work seems thrown together, it's incomplete, The statements don't make sense, and they usually don't follow the instructions of what I ask. So, when that happens, I have to dock points, and I can tell when you didn't put your best foot forward. So, don't procrastinate. So, if the assignment is due on Sunday at 11:59, don't wake up at on Sunday at 3 p.m. and say, "Oh snap, I have an assignment. Let me just throw this together right quick and put something in and give it to my professor." Because professors, we know when you've done this. We can tell it in the writing or whatever assignment you're doing. I will never forget, I had a student that did a take-home test. The student didn't even finish. They got to question 5 of 10. And I could tell they threw it together last minute, and I gave these students 3 weeks to do one take-home test. So needless to say, I didn't cut much slack on that because I gave plenty of time for you to complete this assignment, and I expect it to be done and done properly. So procrastination, don't let it be the killer of you in college. Avoid taking all tough subjects in one semester. In other words, I would not suggest taking biochem and anatomy and physiology in the same semester if both of those are really weak subjects for you. But if you're strong at science and not so great at English, then it might be fine. You have to know your own strengths and weaknesses. But on the next slide, I'm going to give an example of a schedule that's balanced and a student that has created something that will work for her throughout the semester so she can be a successful student. All right, so this is an example of the student schedule. They have bio, dance, English, and psychology appears in all the same semester. So they balance their dance class, which is probably a class that they enjoy and is easier, with 2 harder classes, which appears to be Japanese, bio lab seems pretty hard, and maybe they might have an issue with English. I'm not sure if the student might have that issue, may or may not. But with that being said, they have a healthy balance. And also they balance their nap time. That's something that they enjoy. I see on Friday they have an event they're going to go to. They go to the gym and get some physical activity. So this student has mastered the art of being a well-balanced student. And that's going to set them up for success throughout the semester. So for my visual learners, this is what I'm talking about when I say have a balanced semester, have a balanced schedule. This is what I mean by this. And also, this student has scheduled in library hours, which I will get to in another slide, as well as asking the professor questions as well. All right, now, ask your professors questions. I have taught now a total of 4 semesters at my state college, and I have gone through whole semesters when no students, or maybe 1 or 2, have asked me questions about assignments they don't understand, or asked me for help on assignments that they don't understand. This is very alarming to me as a professor because if you don't come to me, I don't know you're struggling. So if I don't know you're struggling, I can't help you. And if I can't help you, then you're not going to be successful in my class as you could be. So this applies to other professors. Please ask your professors for help. Ask your professors for clarity on assignments. Also, if something doesn't make sense, ask them to clarify what they're asking of you in the assignment. Or if you don't understand a concept, please ask for help. That is what they're there for. They're there to help. They're there to make sure you succeed, and they want to help. So please reach out to your professors with questions. Also, seek out tutoring services / assistance. Usually most colleges have free tutoring in English, mathematics, or core subjects that students normally struggle with. In addition to going to your professor, seek out these services as well to get assistance in subjects that you're really struggling with so you don't have to struggle as much in these subjects, okay? So seek out tutoring and seek out help and those free resources. And sometimes the campus might not have on-campus tutoring, but they have access codes to certain services online that you can get help with certain core subjects that you're struggling with. So please seek out tutoring services. This tip is important as well. Remember why you are in college. Keep that in mind. If you want to be a doctor, you're in college because you want to save people's lives, you want to help, you want to make an impact, right? That's why you're doing this. So on those tough semesters, remember why you're there. Take one semester at a time and set realistic goals. So in other words, for this semester, you want to strive for a 3.5 or a 4.0 GPA and set realistic goals that you can accomplish throughout the semester, like getting an A on that one test. Or if you're struggling in a subject, don't be so hard on yourself if you wanted an A but you ended up with a B minus. It's okay. Set realistic goals and bounce back. And when you do have those setbacks, remember to learn from your mistakes. Learning from your mistakes is most important in this college journey for you to graduate. I want you guys all to be successful, and thank you guys for listening to my video, and I hope this was helpful to you guys. Please comment in the comment section, like, and share if you wish. Thank you guys. Have a very blessed day.